folks, and welcome back. It's a new quick build. Well, of course it's a new one. Not much point in reposting an old one, is there? In fact, when I was looking at all the builds in this manual, there's nearly 300 of them. So, today we have the sack barrow, as I would call it. The manual calls it a flat truck. And in the reveal at the end, I've placed some Meccano sacks on it. Yes, Meccano did sacks back in the day, so your dockyard crane had something to unload. It was part number 122, and seems to have disappeared sometime around the end of the Second World War. I think it was the defining time for Meccano, as to me, it seems that the company was beginning to decline. But then our love affair with plastic was just beginning, and toys was one of the ways that people were bribed or encouraged to buy plastic products. But as always with these builds, this is a rather fun little build to do. Nothing too difficult, and builds nicely on from what you've already managed with the other 13 builds so far. Remember that this set was aimed at the younger novice builder, so I score at least 1 point there. And I need to look up another word than build to explain these creations, as I've already used the word 6 times in less than a minute. So, what do we have? 3 number 5 perforated strips, 2 number 12 brackets, 2 number 22 pulleys for wheels, an axle, a number 52 4-flanged plate, and 2 126A flat trunnions. So what's the purpose for this fabrication? Like a lot of constructions in this manual, this one is pure play, but it also helps to teach the right method of loading this type of barrow or truck. And in the UK, as in many other countries, until laws came in to limit the age at which children could start work, young children would be employed on docks moving barrows like this, as they required less strength to move around when loaded correctly. The sack barrow is one of a small handful of barrows that survived the change in how we transport things now. The days of handmade or manufactured by that company for a set job are long gone when it comes to barrows. Health and safety have had a lot to do with it, as has standardisation of jobs across all industries. For better or worse, one mould fits all, and if the mould doesn't fit, then it's you who's at fault, not the mould. This barrow would have been created to help Teddy go to the seaside with Duck on board a clockwork train, as the guard loaded the last coach with a hamper. And with one last whistle, the train would leave the station to make 3 loops of the track to stop at a station that looks very like the first, being a pile of books, to then make their way by taxi to the beach. But this build is coming to an end, and I rather enjoyed it. It's nice to build things that are just there for fun. And the bolts tin fitted better than the sacks do. Well folks, that's it. This week on YouTube, it's the railway breakdown crane and the delivery truck for the 1960s set 1. And on Patreon, it's a third of the aeroplane constructor set builds from the 1930s, the low wing interceptor monoplane. So take care, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye!